In this video, I'm going to show you how to lose weight in 4 easy steps. What's up, busy professionals? Carlo Macapinlac here from newbiefitnessacademy.com, and what I'm about to show you are the 4 key principles that I've learned over the last 7 years. They're the exact same steps that I teach my students inside my signature coaching program, the Lean Body System, so you know it works. I've spent the last few years trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. I sorted out through all the BS in the world of fitness, and there's a lot of them, and I found that there are really only 4 key parts you need to focus on. But for this system to work, you need to have all 4 parts working in unison. Miss out on one and the sum isn't as effective. Alright, let's dive in. Step number 1, get some sleep. People often miss the boat on this, but if you want to lose weight, then this is your starting point. It's your lowest hanging fruit. This part is so important that even if I give you the best diet advice and the best workouts on the planet, but if you don't get this part right, you're not going to lose weight. It's that simple. If that's news to you, it's a very good indicator why you're not getting your results. And also if you eat like an asshole and don't work out. But we'll get to that in a second. Here's what you need to know about sleep. Studies show that over 1/3 of American adults are not getting enough sleep on a regular basis. Why is that important? Well, according to research, lack of sleep has a direct relation to weight gain and eventually obesity, and raises your risk of developing heart disease. That's quite the triple whammy. The term "I'll sleep when I'm dead" will have a whole new meaning to you if you keep ignoring your sleep. Yet we deprive ourselves of sleep all the time. To put it simply, people who don't get enough sleep at night tend to weigh significantly more than those who get adequate sleep. In fact, lack of sleep is one of the strongest contributors to obesity. In one study, children and adults who were sleep deprived were 89% and 55% more likely to become obese, respectively. Here's more. A study that recorded the sleep patterns of 9,000 people indicated that those who averaged only 6 hours of sleep per night were 27% more likely to be overweight than those who slept for 7 to 9 hours. The participants who averaged 5 hours of sleep were 73% more likely to be overweight. Let me repeat that for a second. 5 hours of sleep increases your chances of being overweight by 73%, which means that you can have the best diet, the best meal plan, and the best workouts laid out for you, but if you don't get enough sleep, you're simply not going to see the results you're looking for. You're fighting a losing battle, all because you're not getting enough sleep. Here's what you need to do. Captain Obvious here. Get some sleep, ideally anywhere between 7 to 9 hours in a pitch black room every night. Step number 2, take a break from eating. I haven't eaten breakfast since 2012. What? What I mean by that is I don't eat first thing in the morning like 99% of the general population. Instead, I eat 2 big meals, one at 1 p.m. and another one at 8 p.m. I might have a coffee in between those 2 big meals if I feel like it. The rest of the time, I don't worry about what I eat. No, I'm not on any sort of revolutionary diet. What I do is a pattern of eating called intermittent fasting. It's a way of scheduling your meals so that you get the most out of them, because what you eat is just as important as when you eat. Here's a quick explanation of how fat loss actually works. And no, it's not just calories in versus calories out. That's like one of the biggest nutrition myths of all time. You see, all foods stimulate the hormone insulin in some way. Insulin, if you've never heard of it before, is a very important hormone in your body. It's the hormone that tells people to gain weight. Here's how I want you to think about the relationship between eating and fasting. When you're eating, your insulin levels go up. You're converting the food that you're eating into stored energy, and it blocks fat burning. You're in fat storage mode. When you fast, and you automatically do this when you sleep, your insulin levels go down and you're taking out that stored energy. All you have to do is extend that fast by skipping breakfast and even lunch to get into fat burning mode. The problem is, we eat too much and too often. 6 meals a day, anyone? Listen, there is no scientific evidence that eating 6 meals a day is more beneficial than eating twice a day. The only people that benefit from eating that frequently are food companies. Think about it. There, I just revealed to you the secret to fat loss that most experts don't want you to know. Now go ahead and get shredded and live your best life. You can stop watching this video now. Just kidding. There's more to it than just fasting. Intermittent fasting is not the be-all and all to fat loss. There's more to it than just taking a break from eating. You know what I mean? You still need to eat, right? To maximize your results, you need to start tracking your macros. Listen, you can't control what you can't measure. If you don't track what you eat, your diet is always going to be a guessing game. I use a free app called MyFitnessPal to track my macros, and it's been a complete game changer to my diet. Now, there's a lot of debate out there whether you should go keto or paleo or go carnivore. Should you go vegan or vegetarian? Honestly, the best diet is the one you can stick to for the long haul. To me, adherence is more important than anything. Here's a few simple guidelines to follow regardless of whatever diet you're following. Number 1, eat whole, unprocessed, single ingredient foods. We're talking eggs, bacon, steak, broccoli, cauliflower, fish, chicken, etc. Number 2, reduce sugar, artificial sweeteners, and refined grains. So no Diet Coke, don't put Splenda in your coffee, try not to eat so much goddamn bread, and pasta. You can't possibly think that eating that shit every day is good for you. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying this, but don't eat too much fruit. Some people think that fruit should get a free pass because it's made out of natural sugar. But guess what? Your body doesn't know the difference between drinking a can of Coke and eating an apple. Sure, the apple contains fiber, but your body still processes that sugar the same way. Number 3, eat more natural fats. Why? Because it's satiating and it's delicious. Things like avocado, nuts, butter, cheese, and even bacon should be part of your daily diet. And no, eating fat won't make you fat. If that's news to you, then you should watch my other videos. Number 4, follow the 90-10 rule. Try to be good with your diet 90% of the time and live your best life with the other 10%. You gotta live a little, right? Step number 3, exercise at high intensity. I'm gonna give you the one and only concept that you need to understand about physical health, in case you're one of those people who think that you can just live your life and not work out. If you want to improve your overall health and fitness, there's not a lot of things you can do better than to make yourself as physically strong as humanly possible. The best way to achieve this is through strength training. Now, one of the most common excuses that people have for why they don't work out is that they don't have time. I get it, you're busy. The last thing that you want to do after a long day at work is to go to a crowded gym. But what if I told you that you don't need to spend countless hours at the gym to get results? Instead of working out longer and doing a million isolation movements and using every single exercise machine for hours, I want you to work out smarter by doing intervals of high-intensity compound movements, alternating with short rests, done repeatedly. If you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to give you a free workout that you can follow. This type of workout is called HIIT, short for High Intensity Interval Training. A lot of evidence shows that HIIT and other forms of it is amazingly effective at getting you results in as little time as possible. And I always say that if you have time to read a book or watch TV while you're working out, then you're doing it wrong. Fitness programs like CrossFit and bootcamp style workouts are great at implementing high intensity interval training. Joining a group fitness class is also a great way to socialize and meet like-minded people. Double win. Step number 4, it's time to take action. I just gave you the blueprint on how to lose as much weight as you want. It really is that simple. Weight loss is not this complicated thing that most experts make it out to be. But in order for all of this to work, you have to take action. If you just watch this video but don't take action, then it's kind of like going to the gym and having someone explain to you what running on a treadmill is like or how to lift weights without actually doing it. You know what I mean? Listen, you don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to get started. Watching videos and feeling good about yourself simply isn't good enough. Nobody has ever achieved their goals just by doing research and watching videos. The next step is now up to you. It's all about taking action now. The next question then becomes, how do you get started? What's the next step? Well, if you're someone who's been struggling with losing weight for years, you've tried every diet under the sun, you've cut the fat, you've gone on a calorie deficit diet, you work out every day, but you just can't seem to lose weight, or maybe you're feeling stuck because you've hit a weight loss plateau and you can't seem to get out of it, you feel like life is just passing you by, you're missing out on opportunities, and you realize that it's time to get one-on-one professional help, then feel free to reach out to me. Head on over to my website, newbiefitnessacademy.com/coaching, read through the page and the success stories, and fill in an application form for a free consultation. If I think that we're a good fit, then I'll personally reach out to you directly. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post a new video every Friday. And hey, leave me a comment below which one of the 4 steps I gave you are you gonna get started with. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the comment section. Virtual high five.